Tuesday, about a dozen southwest Hall County landowners gave their concerns about the condition of the county's gravel roads to the Hall County supervisor. Hall County Public Works Director Casey Sherlock said the problem exists because of a lack of a road base.
I think that there's a problem, and I think that it's something that's been a problem for years. I don't think this is anything new. The roads in that area, the soil type is not a heavy soil like a clay or what most of our roads in the county are. Down there along that river, Shoemaker Island Road, Platte River Drive, Denman Road, they were all constructed out of the materials that are located in that area, mostly sandy type soil. There's no significant road bed, and there never has been a significant road bed in that area. So it's hard to maintain a gravel road on top of something that's just soft all the time. Sometimes when it's dry, it's going to get washboarded and it's going to be rough, and then when it rains, there's going to be soft spots, and it's just been a constant battle for forever. I can't say that it's been any better or any worse, but in the 10 years I've been here, it's been pretty much the same. We've had the conversation in this department and with the Public Works Committee about the possibility of putting clay on those roads. That's something we do with a lot of roads that don't have a road bed, is to haul in material that's suitable to build a road on. The materials that are there are not suitable to build a road on. It's just what we have.
Leroy Weavers, who lives on West Platte River Road, voiced concerns that Adams County roads have a crown on them and have gravel throughout the road. Sherlock said he cannot explain why there seems to be more gravel on the Adams County roads.
Couldn't explain that. I've been on all of those roads today, yesterday, Monday. I've been on all over those roads. I've been in Adams County. I've been in Buffalo County. I've looked at their roads. Some years ago, Adams County, Hall County, and Buffalo County, all us highway superintendents got together. We discussed our gravel specs for our gravel roads that determine the size and the percentage of sizes of aggregate in our gravel specs. So when we bid our gravel out to the contractors, all of our gravel is the same size, same shape. It's all the same type of gravel. So they're not buying any different gravel than what we get. And perhaps their gravel rotation in some of those roads is different, because I've been on some Adams County roads, just like he says, have great gravel. There's same with ours. We got a lot of roads that have great gravel. We have a lot of roads that don't have great gravel, and it's part of our rotation. And we're still getting our gravel for the year hauled to us. The summer we're at the beginning of summer, and we haul our gravel through the summer. And we still have thousands of yards of gravel we have yet to haul, and a lot of these roads are down for gravel to be graveled. We don't gravel every road in the county every year. We have 620 miles of road and 100 ton of gravel per mile. You can imagine what that would cost. So we have a rotation of about 5 or 6 years of hauling gravel. Otherwise, we will spot in loads, is what that's called. For instance, one of the areas that they're talking about on Platte River Drive, a very short area, a couple 200-300 yards long, is short of gravel. It's muddy. What we'll do is it'll be today smoothed out. The tracks will be smoothed out, closed up, rolled down with tires, and then just one load of gravel will be spread over the top of it, just in that one spot, without re-graveling the entire mile. So what we try to do is, kind of like patching asphalt roads, we'll patch in areas of gravel that need it, and not gravel an entire mile.
Some of the landowners expressed concerns about how the county crews are maintaining the roads. Sherlock said each of the county operators goes through a gravel roads training.
All of the Hall County road grader operators have been to a gravel roads academy training. I had people come in from as far away as South Dakota, roads engineers. We had classroom training. Every one of them has gotten a certification that they were trained in gravel roads maintenance. They call it gravelology. They give everybody a certificate that says, Doctor of Gravelology, etc., that they're a certified gravelologist, and it's kind of a neat deal to get something out of it. But it's a pretty in-depth training that teaches you what crown you need to have in a road, how wide a road needs to be, how much gravel per square foot needs to be on the road, because you can have too much and you can have not enough, and it's a delicate balance between the two. If you get too much gravel, you're going to have terrible washboards. If you don't have enough gravel, it's obviously going to get sloppy when it rains. So a gravel road, when it's dry, that doesn't have much gravel, is going to be a great road. A gravel road that has too much gravel when it's dry is going to be a terrible road, and the vice versa when it rains. If you have too much gravel when it rains, it's going to be a great road. Not enough, it's going to be a bad road. So it's a delicate balance to try to find that, and that class and that certification was about trying to balance that, and a lot of your gravel road base comes from years of hauling gravel and working it into the crust of the road, and it will build up a crust over time that can be 4, 5, 6 inches thick. And the more you work on that and cut into it, the more that can go away. So you don't want to loosen up too much material, but you also don't want to not do enough. So it's a very difficult concept. And we also have regulations that we have to follow. The state of Nebraska has standard designs of gravel roads. Like a gravel road, most of these roads have to be 20 feet wide. You have to have 10 foot of clear driving gravel surface before you get to the shoulder. So, some of them might look too wide. Well, a lot of them used to be narrower. A lot of them were 12, 14 foot wide. It's barely enough for 2 cars to meet on a road. Well, a lot of them have been widened out, so there's soft shoulders on the sides as well.
Sherlock said the solution to the problem on the road would be to bring in clay in order to build up the road base. He said it's hard to justify the amount of money that it would take to fix the problem for the amount of traffic the roads get.
We'd haul in probably 6 inches of clay, but to do that on all of those miles, all of Denman Road, all of Platte River Drive, Shoemaker Island Road, would just... I hate to imagine what it'd cost. I think I told Tracy Overstreet maybe $500,000 to haul it, because our clay resource, we can get the clay for free, but the fuel isn't free, and the trucking and the manpower to do that. And the clay that we can get is in the ordnance plant in the middle of the county. So you're looking at probably a 20-mile one-way trip, 40-mile round trip possibly, to get clay down there to those roads. And I don't have any recent traffic counts on these roads, but my estimation, we probably have less than 50 cars a day on these roads, maybe in the 35 cars a day. So it's hard to justify spending $500,000 that doesn't serve that many cars.
Reporting south of Wood River, I'm Zach Mayhew.